Welcome back to my channel. In this today's video, we are talking about something which is very important for every teacher, the teacher training, right? So what is that? What we are discussing today? We are discussing learning theories. Yes, before going to this, let me ask some questions. First question is, how does human learn? The individual learn. And what is the learning curve? Then what are the requirements for learning? Yes. Then what are the motivation for learning? Yes. See, these four fundamental questions helped us to derive some theories, right? So to answer such questions, psychological questions, many psychologists have brought some new theories in the learning, right? So they have applied their theories on the animals at first. After that, they have used that on the humans, right? So in this video series we are talking about first one, Thorndike's trial and error method, right? Then Pavlov's method and Skinner's method we are talking in the next videos. So in today's video, what we are doing, we are only talking about Thorndike's trial and error theory, right? Let's see what is that trial and error theory. Okay, it's very important to know who is Thorndike. Thorndike's full name is Edward Lee Thorndike, right? So he is an American psychologist. Yes, he was very famous by his name, like he was a modern father of psychology, right? See, in his theory, let's study about his theory today. His theory is trial and error, right? Trial and error. See, before this, in his theory, he has mentioned about three terms, main important terms. First one is S stand for stimuli. Next one, R stand for respond. Then bond, right? See, what he has expressed in his theory is, there should be his theory, trial and error theory, is also called as S or bond theory, right? So what is S? This is stimuli. Stimuli means what? Stimuli means what? Something that provokes us to do something, right? It triggers us to do, right? See, stimuli means something that evokes us to complete an action, right? So respond, when something stimulates us, triggers us or attracts us. See, how do we respond to that is R. How do we respond to that, right? Then these two things are equal to a bond, right? S and R, bond, right? So he has explained this, stimuli plus respond is equal to bond or weld, he said, right? So he has told us, he has heralded the same experiment for us with certain objectives and methods. Let's learn the methods now. Okay, let's see the methods. If we're going to understand that Thorndike's experiment, let's learn what are the objectives of that experiment, right? First one is learning arises from trial and error. Yes, see what he says, the learning process happens only when we try and make some mistakes, right? Then the objective of the same experiment, second objective of the same experiment is the learning occurs when there is a link between specific stimulus and response. He says that, yes, when there is a link between stimuli, right? Yes, or one again. Yes, stimuli, and then how do we respond to that, right? Then only the learning happens. Okay, then what are the tools he used to make that experiment? First one is problematic box he used, then cat he used, and fish he used. Three things he has used. First one is problematic box, then cat, then fish. Clear? I hope you're clear with that. Let's learn the method now. Okay, problematic box, right? We have learned he has used three things to do that experiment. First one is problematic box, then fish, and that cat, right? Method is, what he has done, he has taken the hungry cat and put into that puzzle box, yes, problematic box. Yes, what was the feature of that box? The feature of that box was that it had a single door and lever stick. Yes, that was having a single door, only one door, and it was having a lever stick. When, see, what is the important point here? When that cat touches to that lever stick, then only that door opens, right? So let's see that it was only when he touched to the lever that lever stick fell and the door of the box was automatically locked, right? And the fish tray was placed near the outside of the box, and the smell of provocative fish on the outside was causing the cat nose. See here, what he has done, he has placed the cat into that box, then he put a fish, a provocative fish outside of that box. Yes, see, we can understand clearly here. What we can understand, see, that fish is a stimulus that was stimulating that cat, right? Then responding, how does it respond to it, right? At the beginning, you know, it tries many times to come out. Yes, futile motion, we call it futile motion. Futile motion means not useful one. Yes, right? What happens, it tries for many times, it fails. Then later, you know, by accidentally what it does, it touches to that lever stick, then it falls, then the door opens. Clear? So automatically the cat goes out and eat that fish, right? What he has observed here, see, again he put that cat into that problematic box. See, this time what happened, that cat did not take much time to come out, because it was, you know, it was fixed in its nervous system, right? How I can come out, right? Like that. So what it has done, it has just touched that from lever stick, automatically the door opened and it came out, right? One thing we have to understand here, what is the important thing, that is, see, that cat has learned something by trialing for many times, right? Many times it tried for many times, then succeeded. It made many mistakes, right? Then it succeeded, right? I hope you are clear with this. Then let's learn the summary. Understand the stimulation. As I told you, what was the stimulation for that cat? The stimulation was that fish was placed outside of that box, that was stimulating it. Then the goal, what was the goal of that cat? The goal is that the cat should go out and eat that fish. Clear? Then interruption, right? Very important thing. What interruption means? What is stopping us, or what is stopping that cat, right? What was stopping? Yes, the door was locked, right? That the door was stopping it. That is interruption. Then futile motion. Futile motion means, let's understand what is futile. Futile is not useful, right? Not useful. See, it had made many, you know, useless things, useless efforts to come out, right? Then last one is optimal motion mode. Optimal motion means when it is known that the door opens only when a particular stick is knocked, its futile motion is reduced to a particular stick. See, optimal means useful. When it understood, when I touch to this particular stick, the door opens, right? When it, you know, understood it was doing the same thing again and again when it come out, right? Then the stabilization means that cat was totally understood this process, going inside and coming outside process happens only when I touch to that particular stick. That is a stabilization, right? I hope you are clear with this summarization, right? Okay, now let's learn what are the implications, what are the applications of this theory on education. It's very important. Okay, let's learn. See, first one is, after a long time the person gains maturity in his work, right? Exactly right. See, whatever work you take, when we do the same work for a long time, we will get experienced in it, isn't it? Right? it is same as the cat situation. It was working on the at process for a long time. That's what happened. It was got maturity in that work, right? So our first implication is that after a long time the person gains maturity in his work. Clear? The next one is more effort is required when learning through effort and blunder. See what they are saying? More effort is required when we will be learning through the effort and blunder. Let's understand what is blunder. Blunder is not useful, no work. See, sometimes we do crazy things, right? That's a blunder, right? So here, what they are saying, it takes a lot of time, right? It takes a lot of time when we will be learning. See, the cat has taken a lot of time to come out. First, it was doing the blunders, effort and blunder. Then, at last, accidentally, it was successful. Then, the method is not suitable for arithmetic and grammar. This method, please understand this. This trial and error method is totally not suitable for arithmetic problems and grammar. If you make mistakes, there you cannot get any proper result. If you go on making mistakes, you cannot get it, right? Then, this method is good for children for younger age. Yes, very important. This trial and error method is very important or very useful to the younger one, because they can learn lot of things by making mistakes, right? Okay. Then, although it may be convenient for slower children, it is advisable for intelligent students to abandon this method as quickly as possible. Yes, we can also advise this method to the intelligent students also, not only for slow learners, for intelligent students also we can do this, right? Then children can make their learning effective by following the principle. Yes, what is the principle? Try and try, boys, you will succeed at last. So this principle is nothing but trial and error method means try until you get correct result. Clear? I hope you are clear with today's discussion. Yes, let's ask what are the things we have studied here. Yes, first we have studied learning theories. In that, first one is Thorndike's trial and error method we have studied. In this, what we have studied? We have studied what is S.R. Bond, then who is Edward Lee Thorndike. Then we have studied what experiment he has done, what are the objectives of that experiment, and what is the aim, what are the instruments he has used, and what is the result of that. Very importantly, at last, what we have studied application of this trial and error method in the education implications, right? Yes, thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, share and comment. Then if you have any doubts, please write in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video.